Well, here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Spurs. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
And the starting group for the Spurs, we've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with DeJounte Murray. Gobert is out there with Howell, and it's O'Connor in at the power forward position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the great one, and it's Drummond in at the 5.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that. Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Pass to Howell. Here's McCollum. Fires at the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And stolen by Drummond.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From 6 away, and it's Drummond missing. It's Gobert with the ball for San Antonio. 4-point game. Here's Howell, defended by Middleton. Howell passes to O'Connor, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bledsoe outside. Here's the great one. They get the rebound. Drummond. Gobert with the block. Here's Howell. 9 points last game. Sinks the triple.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now here's Bledsoe. Giannis with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes to Howell. Releases. Rebound Andre Drummond.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And early in the season, Clark, rotations getting settled. How important do you think it is to have players who really embrace their roles on that team?
You know, I think it's a combination of accepting and embracing your roles, really relishing what it is you're to do and to star in what your particular role is, and finding that out oftentimes is a work in progress even throughout the season.
And probably managing maybe some disappointment if you aren't in the role you thought you were going to be in.
Well said. Exactly right.
Ahead. The great one passes to Bledsoe. Tries again. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Took him no time at all on that one.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Drummond working against Gobert. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Spurs trail by 3. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. You look at the great one, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 behind him. Another guy that's having a great scoring season.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling. Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Good. Giannis has got 6 points. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Swiped it away. Bledsoe against Murray from 20 feet out. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And the Bucks, they're shooting just about an even 40% to start. Bledsoe outside. To the paint. Here's the great one. Doesn't go that time. Good D by McCollum. And for the Spurs, they're shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. And the foul called on the great one. That'll be his 2nd foul. Spurs trail by 5. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with the great one. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's McLeod in at the 1.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Hornets did some very solid work. He scored 28 points, and he was a force on defense. Came up with a lot of steals. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Johnson. And there's the pass to O'Connor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. It's deflected. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. A shot by Johnson, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's San Antonio now to stop the run. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Milwaukee leading by 8. Pass to the great one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Here's McLeod. Tries again. Antetokounmpo, no good. Spurs trail by 10. O'Connor the pass to Rubio. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
He doesn't get the second one. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
They get it back. Here's Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. O'Connor, Antetokounmpo defending. 5 on the clock. Count it. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And taken away by Johnson. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Swift. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The shot's good from the great one. The great one's got 13.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Rubio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's the break. Here's Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And the Bucks making a change here. Holmes checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Ricky Rubio. O'Connor the pass to Johnson. Again the miss by Johnson.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
So it's the Spurs now after the made shot from the great one. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. And the Spurs pushing it up now.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Bucks leading by 8. Passes it to the great one. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. He's got 15.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks to McCollum. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now Brunson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Holmes, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
McCollum, no good. Milwaukee leading by 9. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Spurs. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by McCollum. And that's now 9 points for Johnson. Giannis high post. He's got 15. Bucket is good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Brunson. Gobert trying to get open. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And that one's good by Giannis.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Brunson following the basket by Giannis. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo. Get that.
At the line for your Bucks. First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
McCollum outside. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Tipping off the second half, here's John Beeline's foul. DeJounte Murray is out there with McCollum, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Howell in at the 3 spot. Middleton outside. The pass to the great one. And here is Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. O'Connor the pass to Howell. Lock at 6.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block the shot, he's going to do everything he can to at least challenge it and disrupt the shooter.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to O'Connor to the inside. McCollum lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 9.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
Outside for Bledsoe. Bounce pass Middleton. Passes it to the great one. Feeds it to Middleton. Gobert with the block, but he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Howell. He's got 10. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Bucks on defense. The pass to Howell. Pass to O'Connor. 5 to shoot. Great D that time for Middleton.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for the Spurs. Lets it fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Brunson kicks to McCollum. Knocks it loose. Bledsoe outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. He can't get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Down low, here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
San Antonio with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Bledsoe. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Now they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
And the Spurs making a change here. Rubio's checked in.
You know, with his athletic ability, Antetokounmpo could almost get away with not having a jump shot, but he's got one anyway.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Brunson the pass to McCollum. From the top of the key, and a little luck that time, but it drops. McCollum's got 11 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In fourth, the Spurs.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Passes it to O'Connor. Brunson with it. He has 6. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They retain possession. Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And checking out the stats for Andre Drummond. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 7 points per, 14 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Bucks leading by 14. And the pass to the great one. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. The shot's good from the great one. The great one's got 23 points. Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Swift.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
The Bucks making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Both free throws good from the great one. Spurs trail by 17. Rubio dishes to Gobert. Now here's Brunson, guarded by Holmes. And the basket by Rubio.
High percentage look there, guys. Rubio's best chance to score, and he maxed it out.
Holmes with it. Swift on him. Second chance shot. Belly lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Bucks lead by 17. The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Kicks it out to Rubio. Has to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brunson. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Bucks leading by 17. And the shot's good from the great one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Brunson, guarded by Holmes. Knocked away. Fast break, Milwaukee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Great showing for him last season. 10th in blocks, 11th in field goal percentage. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Joe Harris is checked in for the Bucks. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Pass to Rubio. Spurs passing it around. Here's the floater. It's tipped. They get it back. Gobert can't hit.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's the great one. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Holmes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's McCollum. But they'll get another chance.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
It's up a 3. San Antonio getting another chance here.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. O'Connor the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. The Spurs shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Murray outside. The pass to Howell from deep. Knocked loose.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Spurs shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Gobert finds McCollum from the stripe, and the shot is long.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo, trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him, and that one drops.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
McCollum against Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. McCollum no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Inside. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Gobert. Antetokounmpo no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. O'Connor. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. That's good from the great one.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
And the foul called on the great one. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame career.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
The Bucks have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. Here's Melly, covered by Anthony. And the Bucks miss again.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Out to Carter, wide open. Gobert, it's good on the putback.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Melly passes to the great one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Mark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Pass to Valentine. To the inside. Here's the great one. And it's off the back rim, no good. And San Antonio shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Shot by Johnson, no good. Milwaukee's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. Gobert, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
No free throws good from the great one. The Spurs shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally need to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Both free throws good from the great one. There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Carter outside. Tipped away. Here's Dunn. Kicks it out to Johnson. The tray. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. That's 12 points for Johnson.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Spurs.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
And the first one drops. Drummond's checked in for Milwaukee. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. 32 seconds left in the game. Passes it to Howell. Moves back up. It's rebounded by Motley.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Dunn looking over the floor. Anthony kicks to Johnson. Off target from outside. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you command this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and